Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about something very interesting. I'm going to talk about the coups that are taking place in the West African states. We've seen a coup in Burkina Faso, Mali, Guinea, and now there is one coup in Niger which everyone is talking about. And why is it that the ECOWAS did not move fast to stop the coup that took place in Burkina Faso, in Mali, in Guinea? Why now that they are so much interested in making sure that they fight for the reinstatement of the president of Niger? ECOWAS is the economic community of West African states and is headed by Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the just elected Nigerian president. Here is why ECOWAS are concerned, and most especially the Nigerian president. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is afraid of what is happening in West Africa. Here is why. These coups are like cancer. They are spreading. They are not spreading because somebody is sponsoring it. I debunk that rumor. They are spreading as a result of discontentment that is coming from the people of these nations. And Bola Ahmed Tinubu being a president from a nation that is also agitating for a lot of things. Number one, the youths are tired of being without jobs. The youths are tired of police brutality. We saw that in the NSAS protest. The youths are tired of being made to feel like an outsider in their nations. Hence, majority of these nations, if you go to today, are supporting these coups. The people of Niger came out to support the military regime. Why do they do that? Because they know what they are going through in the nation. The people of Mali supported, and they are still supporting their leader. The people of Guinea, the same thing. The people of Burkina Faso have given their support to the military regime. Here now, there are a lot of conversations that are emanating from different corners about why democracy is the best in Africa. Democracy, especially in West Africa, is a scam. Yes, I said it's a scam. Let me tell you about Nigeria. Police brutality in Nigeria is far worse than what is happening in America. The stealing from political players in Nigeria is on a different level. It is only in Nigeria where $40 billion will disappear from a federation account and nobody will go to prison for it. It is only in Nigeria where in South Africa, the airport seized $11 million. Nobody was made to go to prison for it. That was also swept under the carpet. It is only in Nigeria where someone become a politician today, and a billionaire overnight. And what do? The first thing these guys will do, you go to UK, go to Canada, go to US, go to Australia, build houses, invest, send their children to go to these schools. And I'm sure that is how it is with other states in the West Africa. The states in West Africa are tired of politicians exploiting them. They are tired of politicians being sellouts. They are tired of these politicians and their empty promises. The only time you see politicians in West Africa is when they are campaigning and they want you to vote for them, right? Here, the Nigerian president is afraid of something. If the people of Nigeria truly voted for him to be in power, he wasn't supposed to be afraid. But because he stole the elections, because they brutalized people in order for them to be in office, and because they know the agitation that is coming from the people of that particular nation, he is now scared. He knows if we don't do something about what's happening to Niger that is close to us, it might happen to us someday. They're not talking about what is happening in Niger because they are concerned about the people of Niger. No. That has never been the resolution of the African states called ECOWAS. There are a bunch of corrupt individuals who comes together to talk about their selfish reasons. Tell me, why is it that these nations are rigging, exploiting their own people, and ECOWAS will keep quiet, will not say anything about it? In the just concluded presidential elections in Nigeria, the now president Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the entire Nigerians came out and said, we do not want this guy to be our president. They were forced against their will to accept what they did not say. ECOWAS were quiet. They accepted it. Do you know why? Because they are all puppets of the West. The West is now using Nigeria to stop this cancer that is about to spread in the entire West Africa. The West do not have anyone's interest at heart. How do you explain that the people of Niger, the people of Mali, the people of Burkina Faso, the people of Guinea still have to go print their money in France, still have to take instructions from somebody outside in order for them to access their God-given mineral resources? Here, there is an agenda to use Nigeria. But I'm happy that Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, Guinea are coming together to fight against these demonic utterances that is coming from the ECOWAS, led by Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is now the president of Nigeria. Why are they so concerned about the interests of the West? Why are they not concerned about the people of these nations and their well-being? Because anything that affects the West affects them. These people steal from their nations to go and invest in the West. They exploit their people to send their children abroad, leaving the people who they were supposed to care for in abject poverty, who can't even afford to go to decent schools. Tell me, there are schools in Nigeria that will go on strike for 8 months. Students will be at home for 8 months. These are universities, right? But what is happening to politicians? Their families are in UK, Canada, Australia, US studying, right? Nobody's saying anything about all these things. From the people who are outside will look at it and say, why can't you guys allow democracy? Democracy is a scam in West Africa. I'm particular about West Africa because I don't want some other people to misconstrue my analogy of the situation, right? So I'm talking about West Africa because these are states that I know pretty well. And I will talk about them because the topic is about them. And the reason why ECOWAS, headed by the Nigerian president, are more concerned about what is happening. Are more concerned about what is happening in these states. They know this coup is like a cancer. It is spreading. The West African states are standing up to say enough is enough. We've had enough of just demonic, barbaric ways of ruling. We want to take over that which belongs to us. And they are standing up saying, no, we don't want that to happen because of what they know. The time is coming. It will be their turn. But I had a conversation with somebody and he's saying to me that military rule is bad. Democracy is the way to go. My question to you, my brother, question to you, to everyone out there is this. If democracy is actually a good thing, why did America invade Libya and destroy it with the army? Instead of finding political or democratic solutions to the problem. Why did they invade Iraq? Why are they so quick to build military bases every now here and there just to make sure that they capture a region or a country? Why are they not using democratic means to resolve issues? And here is why I say democracy is a scam, especially to the states in West Africa, Nigeria in particular. If you go to Nigeria today, the level of lawlessness that is in that nation. If you think you've heard about Nigerians and fraud outside, you heard about Nigerians and fraud and their dubious ways outside. The politicians are the worst individuals that you can ever think of. These guys loot with so much impunity. There's nothing anyone can do to them. The level of police brutality in Nigeria cannot be compared to anywhere else in the world. It is only in that nation that you can't use a good phone, because once you use a good phone and you'll be meant to suffer for it. I'm saying them with facts. So here, I want to make this very short. So here, the reason why Tinubu is insisting on Niger reinstating the former president is because he knows that his time is coming. That if he did not do anything about what is happening in Niger, which are very close to Nigeria, chances are that the Nigerian army might have, a change of mindset, and similar situation will occur in Nigeria. West African states are corrupt. They're very corrupt. The leaders are destroying that which they are supposed to be building. Since Nigeria got independence in 1960 till now, Nigerians are begging for three things: water, roads, and electricity. They've never seen it, and they're not going to see it from the look of things. And their budget, billions of dollars every year, allocated just to deal with these issues. So you ask yourself, where is that money going for the past 60 years or so? Where is that money going to? Go to Nigeria and investigate the Nigerian politicians. You'll be very shocked. They are rich. Some of them are richer than nations on the African continent. Where are they working? What business are they doing? Where are they getting the money from? The same in Burkina Faso, the same in Niger, the same in Guinea, the same in Mali. All these countries in West Africa are corrupt. And the young people have decided to stand and defend their nations. And here somebody whose credibility is in question, leading ECOWAS to come out and say that he's giving ultimatum to Niger. The West are going to succeed in destroying West African states, is what they are going to do, because there's going to be war. And the people of Niger will not back down. They are ready to die to defend their nation. The people of Mali will not back down. The people of Burkina Faso, the people of Guinea, and other nations will support them in whatever it is that they are doing, because here they are protecting their people. You, as a Nigerian leader, will know you have been captured. Nigeria is a nation that can't do anything on its own. rely solely on what is coming, orders that are taken from the West. Hence, they're very quiet about some of the things that are happening. We had the president of South Africa give a speech when he was having a meeting, when they had a meeting with European leaders. A speech that everybody's talking about. We had the president of Kenya, we had the president of Burkina Faso. All these guys were very vocal about what is happening in Africa that they were not happy about. But you never hear that coming from a Nigerian leader. They were quiet because they've sold out. They were quiet because all the investment are not in Africa. If you at least take that money from Nigeria, invested in South Africa, you take it from Burkina Faso, invest in South Africa, other nations in Africa, we will not have issues with it because you are helping to develop Africa. But you're taking that money here, you're taking it to Europe, you're taking that money, taking it to America. And the same America that is saying they are the champions of democracy are the same people who are accepting these ill-gotten monies that are coming from these corrupt politicians. I want to talk to me about democracy. Guys, I will come back and talk more about this topic in the next episode. Stay tuned.